Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com and I've made a new pick a card read for you. Ring or fling? Is your person a short-term thing or is it here to stay? Let's find out. Now I've made 3 readings, each one of them here. Crystal Flower Shell has got a deeper dive to it. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. There's 2 ways in which to win a private reading with me every single month. The first way is by being a subscriber to my channel, clicking like on this video and then leaving a comment. That'll get you 1 entry in. Do that on as many videos as you like on both of my channels, because I've got a new channel now, which is my daily guidance and my live psychic cafe show are going to be on a separate channel now, and this channel is just going to be for my pick a card read. So do subscribe to that new channel. You'll find it linked in the description box below. Thank you for doing that. And so you can do it on any of the videos on either channel, and that'll get you entries into that prize draw. I'll figure it out soon. And the second way is by purchasing those deeper dives to this. That will get you an entry into the second draw as well, or this or any other pick a card read that I've got. And so all you need to do now is take a pick. Which one would you like? Would you like the crystal? And the crystal is out with the 3-fold protection card. Would you like the flower? The flower being out with the grace card. Or would you like the shell? And the shell is out with the time to walk alone card. Well, take your pick now, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me. And so yeah, this channel is just going to be for the pick a card love reads now. What I'm trying to do is separate them out so that those that are not interested in the pick a card reads can just shift over to the other channel and see if I can get YouTube to show more people my today's tarot, really, and get them on that live show. So please migrate over there and like both of the channels. I'd love it if you did that. So thank you so much for doing that. And take your pick now. I'll see you in your reading. So if you chose the crystal, and this one's for you, crystals, let's find out if it's a ring or a fling. That person you're feeling for, thinking about at the moment, are they here for the long term or is it just a short term thing? Let's find out. Now, as usual, crystals, is going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that's your story, it is your story, it could be a story, you want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there, and you can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get into these energies and find out if your person is a ring or a fling. Now, you've got 3-fold protection. 3-fold protection is about you protecting yourself, someone else protecting you, and the universe protecting you too. So if things aren't working out with this person, it could just be that the universe is trying to keep you apart. Why would it want to do that? Well, perhaps there's somebody better for you. Perhaps this is someone that you might settle for rather than someone that is really truly aligned with you, someone that you really truly should be with. I know you guys, you're really good at loving, and so you're likely to what was that noise? You're likely to get yourself into something that isn't quite good enough for you, but you can love them anyway because you're great at loving. That was a weird noise and I don't know where it came from. Ring or fling for crystals, tell us more. You know, just with it being 3-fold protection there, it's like if you're not protecting yourself, sometimes the universe will just stand in your way. Which suggests it might be a fling, this one, but let's see. Let's get more cards out and get more details. Oh, you got the soulmate card, you see? Soulmate. But soulmates are what? Soulmates could be someone that come in to give us a lesson, right? Okay. Let's find out more. Yeah, well, the 2 cards, I don't know what it is yet. Let's see. Ring or fling. Thank you. We've got chance and voyage. Okay, was this a chance meeting that you had with this person when they were traveling? Or you were traveling or setting sail on a new course, or someone setting sail on a new course, in other words, when one of you was in significant change in your life? or casting your net wide and seeing what comes in, and they're the ones that came in. Perhaps it was that. Let's find out more. Tell us more, please. Ring or fling? You have the 5 of Candles. Okay, so there could be conflict in this. And the 9 of Presents. The 9 of Presents is the single independent card of you making things happen in your own life. Tell us more. The Page of Needles. Page of Needles is very much looking from the outside. Someone looking from the outside, either them noticing you, you noticing them, but it's not an involved kind of thing. It's a distance, you know? It's a distance kind of a card. So looking or attracted from a distance, but perhaps not actually going there. Let's go deeper into this. What is this conflict about here? The 5 of Candles. What's this about? The High Priestess. Oh, okay. That's you, the High Priestess. So there's conflict inside of you. There might be a lot of you asking yourselves, like, is this really the one for me? Now, what I know to be true is when the person is right for you, you don't ask questions like that, you know? We only ask questions when really we know that it's not it. So intuitively, you might know that is not to say that you don't have a connection with this person. You got the soulmate card out there, so there's obviously something in it. But I'm erring on the side of this being more of a short-term thing, but perhaps a long-term short-term thing. Do you know what I mean? Like one of those important relationships they have, but it lasts 2 years, not a lifetime, or not a 7-year job. You know what I mean? And what's behind that is psychic development. You're developing yourself, developing that guidance that you've got, your inner guidance. So you don't need to get readings from me, so you can tap into your inner guidance. So that being in 2 minds and in conflict about it, you need to kind of listen into that, but not to throw it out, not to throw that person out. That is to say, if you want a long-term relationship, that's great. You're on the path to it. Awesome. But there are spiritual lessons to learn along the way, and there will be short-term relationships along the way, right? This one's an important one with the soulmate card coming out. This person has got something to teach you. 9 of Presents, but here's the single independent card. That's your energy. And the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is about a decision to make, on action to take. So should you do it or not? Should you take action toward this person or not? With this reading, this energy, I'm picking up on your energy rather than theirs. And I'm not meaning to do that, but that is what is happening here. So it feels to me like you're the one that's focused on this relationship, not so much the other person. You might be thinking about going to visit them. Your intuition is pulling you toward them, but also having you question it too. And single independent, like, should you take action on this or not? And why is your person's energy not coming through? Past, present, and future. Well, sometimes they're our lesson, but we're not their lesson. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we can get lessons by someone like just not being available, ever being available. Past, present, and future is behind that. You've been in this position before then, of being single, independent, and having like the world at your fingertips, really. The choice is yours. You got the pick. Anyone you want. Yet you're focused on this one. That the universe seems to be keeping you away from you, and they also might be protecting you from themselves as well. They might be keeping themselves away from you. You might be keeping yourself away from them too, not meaning to as well. So the Page of Needles, very much a looking from the outside in. There's distance between you that is, because the Page of Needles is, you know, like someone watching what you're doing. But I'm just getting this keeping at arm's length kind of thing here. The 8 of Pentacles is about putting work in and receiving back. 4 of Pentacles, someone keeping their energy back. 8 of Cups, walking away. And the 7 of Pentacles, putting energy into something else instead, investing your energy in something else instead. Now, I don't think this is even a fling. I think this is a no-go. I think this is a not happening and not even getting started thing. I think this is all for you to learn about what this person represents to you. It's more of the energy of the person rather than the person itself. Discernment is behind that, your choice to put your energy in something else instead that you will receive back from. So I think that this is not a person that you want to be in a, you obviously do, but that really you should want to be in a relationship with. This is more for you to realize that this person is not the one for you. This is not on your wavelength. You're being held back from it with that threefold protection card. Interesting. Let's find out more then. So what is this about? What is this about for crystals? We'll be getting into that in the deeper dive, of course. If this is ringing true for you, you might want to get that later, but let's find out more. It's about power. Interesting. You instinctively know what's right for you and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. This is about your power and stepping into your power and you having the power over it. Now, this person, it might feel that this person has got power over you at the moment, but it's your heart and your feelings that are doing it, not them. It's your focus on them. It's your feelings. It's your love for them. It's your focus on them. It's your attraction to them that's doing it, not them. Because sometimes we can think that someone else is making us feel a certain way, but it's our focus on them that's making us feel that certain way. You've got the power. And some of you feel like you've not got the power because some of you feel like you don't have a choice in who you fall in love with because you're limerent, right? But you do have a choice of who to fall in love with. You do. It's just when you feel a connection with someone, you choose to focus on them and indulge kind of in that focus. Go into that imagination because you like, I know you guys, you are master manifestors, so your imagination is really good. And you can use it to manifest what it is that you want. But the thing is, when we apply it to relationships, we can use our imagination to manifest the relationship that we want. But the trouble is when we get focused on one person in particular and we put their face and their name on it and we want it with them, that's when we can't get it. We can't specify who or what that, how we're going to get it or who we're going to get it through. But we can have, so the relationship that you've dreamed of having with this person, you can have that relationship, just not with this person. I wonder if this is about you learning to keep the dream alive, but to keep it open. That is that trick of manifestation of being open-minded, of like knowing what it is that you want and keeping that really clear, but then the way that it comes about, being open to that, and not getting stuck on a particular person or a particular way, and just being open. It's like, wow, I'm going to have this amazing relationship. I don't know who with yet, but it's happening. That kind of thing. So honor your feelings. Your feelings are important. And you want to have, like, you will be drawn to someone else. You'll be drawn to a lot of other people, in fact, because you're sensitive. I know. And you will be, because you've got it in your heart. I told you, you're great at loving other people. So on your feelings and shine that light. Don't let that someone isn't it diminish your shine. Don't let it get you down. Discernment is about you choosing. It's about you choosing Seven of Pentacles, what you invest in and what you don't invest in. And what I mean by that is what you'll put energy into, focus onto, what you put an energy in by fantasizing about somebody. It's an indulgence. I only know because I do it myself. It's an indulgence that we have, so you can choose who to fall in love with and who not to. Because if you like bide your time and figure out whether someone is truly compatible with you, you could stop yourself. You could tell yourself off for getting into that imagination, cut yourself short and go, stop it. I'm fantasizing about this person. I'm making it into something that is not yet. And so we can curtail that whole limerent thing that we do, the falling in love thing that we do, when it's not actually happening. It's just happening in our heads. Got passion and fear. Okay, your feelings are really strong, aren't they? This is interesting. Because passion and fear, what's excitement? What's attraction, excitement and attraction, and what's fear? What's the difference between those two feelings? There's not much, is there? Butterflies in the stomach, that kind of thing. Sometimes we can be actually feeling fear for someone, and there's an attraction there, some kind of an attraction, but there's also fear, and that feeling is like we think it's falling in love. But they're very similar feelings. Is it fear, or is it falling in love? And sometimes we feel the most passionate for the ones that, for this reason, we feel the most passionate for the ones that are the like worst for us, because it's actually fear that we're feeling, and we're mistaking it as love. Especially if you have a past with people that kind of should have been feared, you know, of having relationships with perhaps abusers or something like that, you know. Then it can be linked, and it can be confusing as to what love actually feels like. For those of you with abusive childhoods as well, that can be very confusing. We can think fear. We can think that we're in love with someone that we're actually in fear of. Got laughter and delight. Good times with this person. Now, there is a lightness to it. Yeah. And again, that could be your imagination, you know. There's a lightness. You imagine a lightness and fun and laughter with them. Let's get messages out from them. Is this a ring, or is this a fling? I would say, oh my God, I can't believe that. How's that? How clear is that? This was just a fling. It actually says it on the cards, but I wouldn't even go there. Like, yeah, it's just a fling, a flirtation kind of thing. It's a maybe. I dive in and out of relationships, they say. I think the world of you. I think you're great, though. I find you incredibly attractive. So the attraction is there for sure. But I think, like, you know, that soulmate card came out. I think it's because this is for you to learn from, this one. And perhaps other ones too that you have been focused on, which aren't really it. But you've got to figure out how you keep on getting attracted to ones like this. What else do they want to say? Not just attracted, but investing in that. And I think it's the limerence thing. I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? They like you, and they're interested in you, and they're sending you good vibes and stuff, which could be even more confusing for you. I wish I could fix things between us. So they see the potential in this too. I wish I could turn back the clock and do things over. They do see the potential in it too, but this one, ring or fling, it's a fling. It's a fling. It's definitely a fling, this one. So there you go. That's what I've got for you now. If you want even more into this energy, if this sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In there, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation. So what do you need to know, right, to move on from this? And what is there to learn from this? Let's find out. And you guys, if you were to get into a relationship with each other, what would the dynamics be between you? So you've got clarity on that. And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you have that wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, junk, or promotions folder. Check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the crystal on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into a prize draw to win a free reading with me at the end of the month. As we'll get in that deeper dive as well, that'll get you an entry into a second draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. So good luck with winning those. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, sorry about the glitchiness, then I'll see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the flower, then this one's here. Flowers, let's find out if it's a ring or a fling, that person that you've got your eye on, or the one that you're thinking about. Is it short term or is it long term? Let's see. Now, as usual, flowers, is going to be a deeper dive to this. That's an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, or want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, I'll be popping a link for up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get straight into your reading and find out. Is it a ring or is it a fling? Let's see. You've got born with a gift and grace. Something is in the flow here. Born with a gift. Is that your intuition and your spiritual gifts? Sorry about the glitchiness, but it is what it is at the moment with the software. Grace and born with a gift. Something in the flow here. Let's find out more. Something about your gifts, cuddles, sweet thing. This is a sweet thing, sweet relationship here. Tell us more. You got determination. So somebody wants this. Let's find out more. I still don't know yet. It's feeling more like ring to me at the moment, but we'll see. What else have we got? What can you tell us about this? The High Priestess. That's you. That's your energy. High Priestess energy. Tell us more. Death card. Significant change. Significant change required for this relationship, is it? Or this relationship would bring significant change? Going through significant change at the moment. We've got the Fool. Fool, start of something new, taking a risk, starting something off. The Queen of Potions, which is the Queen of Cups, you receiving, and that it's love, you know, nurturing and heart being open and all of that good stuff. And the Six of Presents, the card of reciprocation. This is looking really good. This is looking very good to me. Yeah, I would say at the moment, but we'll get more cards out to find out. But I'd say this is more of a ring kind of a thing than a fling right now. The High Priestess. I was getting that born with a gift. That's you, right? It's your spiritual gifts. Oh, the High Priestess and the Three of Cups, but someone else is involved. This is the third party card. It's not always that, but it is in this reading. It's the third party card, so intuitively you know that there's someone else involved here. Right, okay. So this has got a complication. Perhaps you're determined to make it happen and you think that they're coming your way. It could be. Let's see what's behind that. The High Priestess and the Three of Cups. So if they haven't been talking to you about this, a third party, you know, growth is behind that. That could be their potential or them growing. They could be going through like a spiritual awakening at the moment, or like growing out of a relationship and you know it and they know it. Death. So significant changes required for this relationship. That's what I was getting. Oops, that's not all them. Yeah, that's what I was getting. So tell us why the Death card is here. What needs to change? Oh, the Hierophant. Now we've got a couple on the table. The High Priestess and the Hierophant. Yeah, spiritual. They're going through an ascension process, a spiritual awakening, and significant change happening in their life. I guess if there is a third party involved, the third party doesn't have to be another person. I'm kind of feeling like it is in this case, but it doesn't have to be. If it is something else, then it's because of this spiritual awakening. The work or the spiritual path or something like that, the priority is something else at the moment. Significant change needs to happen in their life, and it's got something to do with the spiritual awakening. The Hierophant card. Joy is behind that and making themselves happy. So I feel like they've been in a situation where they're not happy. They're growing out of it now, going through a spiritual awakening, becoming who they really are. And perhaps you're on the sidelines watching this happen and thinking, yeah, they're growing my way, you know. Which is why the Grace card would come out, because that's the flow, right? Born with a gift. So you've been in this High Priestess energy and they're getting into the Hierophant energy. Is why it's flowing. And why that Cuddles card, you know, you're feeling that connection with them. There you are again, High Priestess. This is with the Queen of Potions, the Fool, the Reciprocation card, Two of Wands and the High Priestess. So here's you, High Priestess, with your intuition. You're kind of feeling it. This is your person, but the Two of Wands, what should you do about it? You're like, I don't know what to do about it. I intuitively know that this is my person, but it's not for you to do at the moment, is it? It's all them at the moment, their spiritual awakening and their life choices, and for them to go through this process of change, and integration is behind that. There's nothing for you to do at the moment. It shows that you're kind of deciding, but there's nothing for you to do. It's looking like a ring situation to me, but with a wait beforehand, because they've got some change to go through in their life first. Tell us more. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. This is their energy. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So they've got the dreams of being with you and their future and all of that kind of thing. But still stuck in the past at the moment and setting themselves free from that. Some of it is guilt. They've got still some guilt of growing. We have that, right? Sometimes when we're growing, it's all a good thing, but then we feel bad, like as if we shouldn't have grown, as if we should have stayed who we were before, because we're disappointing the people around us by growing. It makes no sense when you look at it from that point of view, but it makes sense when we're going through it. Like, it doesn't feel good to be leaving people behind. So reflect on your priorities. This is their energy again. They're reflecting on their priorities. Like I said, I feel like whatever this third party is currently their priority, or setting themselves free from that or something like that. It's currently their priority. We have gifts and self-love. Nice. Oh, this is what you're offering to them. It's what you've got to offer for them. It's like you're a beacon on their spiritual growth, their awakening journey. You shine out to them, but it's more with that self-love. It's like you're embodying that and they're seeing that and you're kind of showing them the way. I love it. And, you know, if it would just came out that you got the teacher energy for them, I would point that out, but I'm not getting that here because they've got the Hierophant. It's like they're stepping into that same energy. So it does feel like someone is on the same path, but they are kind of behind you. Wild, abandon, and drought. Okay. Two very different energies. What is that? Perhaps this is two sides of you, like drought, so nothing much happening. And perhaps this feeling of going all in with them feels like wild abandon to you. I don't know. Take that as it resonates yourself. Let's get messages out from them. What would they like to say? Please forgive me. They're kind of sorry that they're not ready yet. You know, that they haven't moved as fast as you. Friends or family disapprove of this connection. Well, yeah, I don't think whatever they're getting out of, that's not gonna be like, oh yeah, great, you're leaving us behind, fantastic. I don't think they are going to be approving. I was pretending to be someone else. That is them in their old life, and they know it now. You know, this, I don't think you'll have brought this on with them. I think it'll been come and gone for a while, but you just kind of cemented it in and perhaps highlighted the need for them to actually change, make changes in their life instead of just going through an internal process. They need to actually make changes in their life to be in integrity with themselves, right? And to be in the right relation. It's so important. What else do they want to say? Okay, we've got rose-colored glasses, so they could be very optimistic. I feel lost without you. You are a beacon to them, for sure. You're like a guiding light for them. And water under the bridge. So they're hoping that what they're going through right now, you're going to be able to get over and forgive them for. And they're hoping that they can have this new start with this Fool card. It's all looking very good to me. I would say that this is headed toward ring, but like I said, it might take you a while to get there because of what this person is going through at the moment. Good thing is, it feels like they're on path to actually being a match to you. I feel like they're already matched to you. I feel like they just haven't made those changes in their life, consolidated those changes and integrated those changes in. So I'm saying ring for this one. So thanks so much for watching. If it sounds like it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in this situation then. So what is your guidance and like about this waiting process, and like should you be doing something now? I don't know. Let's find out. Guidance for you in this relationship. So you guys together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make this relationship work really well once you're together? Are there any red flags that you need to know about? And also how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. The email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Do check those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the flower. on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video. And when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, sorry about the glitchiness. If it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into the prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly. So if you chose the shell, and this one's for you, shells, ring or fling, the person that you're focused on at the moment, is it a short-term or a long-term thing? Let's find out. We're joined by a cat today. So as usual, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with it. If you find that it is your story, could be a story, want it to be a story, then you might want to get that for even more. If you do, toward the end of the reading, be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So ring or fling, let's get your cards out and find out. Got a time to walk alone. Okay, so being by yourself, huh? For a time. Let's get more cards out and see what this is all about. Because I can't tell from that. We've got passion, so a lot of passion between you both. Lots of attraction for each other. Very fiery cards there, have you noticed that? 2 orange cards there, so, and with the orange shell as well. Orange to me is creativity, but it's also the color of fire, you know, passions. So. Oh. A recharge. You're setting something off again. Do you want to set something off again with this person? Recharge or time out for a recharge. It could be time to walk alone for a recharge, and also journey as well. Someone, long distance, possibility of travel, coming together, that kind of thing. Okay, well, let's find out more. Let's find out more. I've got some distractions going on my computer, sorry. There you go. Okay. Tell me more. For shells, ring or fling is this? Don't forget to check out my guidance channel, my daily reads and my live show. It has been changed now. It's on a different channel. There's a link in the description box below to it. The Four of Needles. The Four of Needles is the card of rest. It's about healing, but it's rest. You see, there's a whole lot of break energy going on here. You want to break at the moment. It seems that way to me. Six of Presents is about reciprocity, feeling the same way, both being on the same page, wanting to offer as much as each other does to a relationship. And the Queen of Needles. Ooh, the Queen of Needles is about boundaries and about saying no. Let's get deeper into this. So the Four of Needles, rest, relaxation, bit of a break. The Five of Swords, chaos and conflict. Queen of Swords, having a boundary. So I feel like you shells, you have drawn a boundary, needing time out for some reason, probably brought on by what your person was doing. Are they coming back in? You're obviously on a break at the moment, and you're the one that called the boundary on that. So a bit of a battle, something that you didn't like about what was going on or what they were coming forward with. Okay. But a lot of passion for each other, past, present and future. So you don't want it to go the way that another relationship has gone in your past. Let's find out more. The Six of Presents, reciprocal energy. The Three of Wands. You're waiting on that. And the Five of Cups, disappointed. And there's regrets and stuff like that. I don't think you should have regrets about this one, you know. It seems to me like you know where your boundaries are in relationships, and you have asserted a boundary in this because you don't want it to go the way of other relationships. You've noticed a red flag or something going on. You've spoken out about it, had a boundary about that. Sure, it's left you apart at the moment, but that could be a good thing, you know, because we teach people how to treat us, right? And what is okay in a relationship with us and what isn't. Now, whether they step up to that or not is another thing, right? But it seems that you're having a break at the moment, and perhaps they're thinking on that. There's honoring your energy behind that as well. So it feels like to me that you have honored your energy first. That's a good thing. Queen of Needles, you drew up a boundary. So I guess you guys are watching this video because you're wondering whether if they're going to come back, if they are going to make those changes and then come back. Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Because Queen of Wands, you're the one that's doing stuff, right? You're the one that's taking the initiative and doing things. Page of Pentacles, they're offering very little. Okay, so you've decided that this relationship, you've drawn a boundary to it because they weren't offering enough. Then you just step up in some kind of way, perhaps with a communication or putting a little bit more investment into it. And you've taken a step back until that happens. I wonder, is it going to happen? Transformation. So you want things to change. Okay. We've got this clearly now. There's a break at the moment. Well, let's find out more. But is it a ring or fling? Will it be recharged? Will it come back together? Look inside of yourself. Examine what's causing you to feel this way. Okay. Is that them? Is that both? I think it's both of you. How come you're so passionate about each other, but there is a little bit of conflict here? Perhaps both wanting slightly different things, or just different expectations from each other in relationship, I would say. Assess the situation, open up to change, and go for it. I feel this is your person's energy, you know, so they're all like thinking on it. I would say don't back down, hold that boundary, because they are thinking about it. They're opening up to change. Feels like they're going to go for it. I still don't know whether it's ring or fling. Let's keep going and find out. It might come out in the end when they tell us what they want to say. Ring or fling for shells. Ring or fling. Ring or fling. Control. And caution. Okay. This is their energy. So you're taking control of this relationship. It's had them pulling back a little bit. It reminds them of control when they've been in controlling relationships before. So you asserting yourself. I'm not saying it is control. It's just reminding them of that. It's like, oh, you want me to change? Don't control me. Nobody tells me what to do. It's a reaction like that, you know? You're not the boss of me. That kind of thing. So they're having a bit of a reaction to it. Sure, they're considering it too. But you know what? You know, we flip and we flop, don't we, when we're in situations like this, when we're put on the spot. 1 minute we'll be thinking on it. Yeah, perhaps I do need to change. Perhaps I should be, you know, investing more in a relationship if that is what I truly want. Maybe I should figure out what it is that I want. Wait a minute. They can't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me, you know? So it's probably... they're probably all over the place. Mistake and doubt. They're all over the place. Not sure whether they made a mistake. They're not clear on it yet. They're not a hell yes yet. They're not really sure about it yet, what it is that they want. And so I think this is just, I think they haven't really thought about it before, whether to, you know, whether they want a ring, you know, whether they want it to be ring, whether they want it to invest more. I think it's kind of new to them, this, them thinking about that. But good on you for upholding that boundary. Let's find out what they want to say. It could be either way, to be honest, this reading, ring or fling. I'm still not sure. What do they want to say? Can we start over? The way it was before is what it feels like. Can we just like start over and get back to the way that it was instead of all this pressure and control? That's what they think. What else do they want to say? I'll find my way back to you one day. One day. I gave in to temptation. Yeah, there is part of them that's like, you're not the boss of me. So that doesn't surprise me. You have them all over the place, this person. They're just not sure, you know. I'm battling inner demons. I feel like I can be my true self around you. There's something you've got going, for sure, with this person. And they know it. What else? I dream of you. You've got a strong connection, you guys. Sure, they are having a bit of a internal tantrum going on here, figuring out whether they want to make those changes or not, whether they want to step up or not. They've got to find that by themselves, don't they? you know, get to that point by themselves. So you're doing the right thing. Is it a ring or fling? I don't know yet because they haven't decided yet. Well, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be a story. You want it to be a story, you might want to get that deeper dive for even more. In the deeper dive, I'm going to go into guidance for you in the situation you find yourself in. So it's still undecided. What should you do then? Guidance for you in this relationship. You guys, once you're together, what are the dynamics between you? How can you make it work really well? Are there any red flags that you need to know about? And how this might all play out with possible timelines. If you're interested in that, I will pop a link for it up there. There's also a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now, and it's an instant watch kind of a thing. You do need to type your email address in very carefully, because if you get that wrong, you won't receive it. Now the email, it might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder, so do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, the flower, and the shell. Click on the shell on a device that you can open PDFs with. In that PDF, amongst other things, you'll see a picture of a video, and when you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, just try it on a different device, and it will. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click that subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment, because that'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. And as we'll get in that deeper dive read, that'll get you entered into that second draw as well. But if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to that deeper dive read, then I will see you in there very shortly.